I know that often I'm working on something and I have to go somewhere else to find the information I wanted and then go back to where I was. And it just seems like it wastes a lot of time and energy and can even distract me from the task at hand. Well, Outlook understood this and previously introduced a feature called the To-Do bar. It was a little pane that could be displayed on the right-hand side of the screen that showed a little mini calendar and could also show us some upcoming appointments and tasks that we had. All of this without having to go to the actual calendar and task list. It was pretty cool, actually. And the To-Do bar has, well, it's taken a little bit of a back seat in Outlook 2013. With the new emphasis on minimizing screen clutter, I suppose they just thought it just took up too much real estate. But the good news is, it is still here. So to find it, because that was the hard part, we need to access the View tab. And this, of course, is on the ribbon. By selecting the View tab and then moving over to the right-hand side of the screen, we will see an option in the layout group called To-Do bar. The To-Do bar can now display not only the calendar and tasks, but also people, formerly known as contacts. And this can be really nice, especially if you're connected to a lot of social media, like Facebook and LinkedIn. To turn any one of these on, we simply give them a click or a tap. And as soon as we do that, the To-Do bar shows up on the right-hand side of the screen. We'll go ahead and enable all three of these features, even though there's not a whole lot to see in them yet. From here, we can see the mini calendar, and we can scroll back and forth from month to month. We can also see what the current day is, which can sometimes be a challenge, keeping track of exactly where we are and when it is. We can then see the people pane. We can see favorite people when we have those added into Outlook. And at the bottom, we can see our task list. Now, each of these individual sections can be resized. When we move to the dividing bar in between, we get a double-headed arrow. And just like resizing a window, we can drag it up and down to make more room or less room for different things. You may also notice that on the right-hand side, there is a close button. So if we decide we don't want one of these open, for example, if we don't have any people to see, we can simply turn that off. If we didn't want to go to all of the work of closing all of the elements down, we could also go back to the To-Do bar option on the View tab and simply choose to turn it off from here. So the To-Do bar is back, but not as prominently or, in my not-so-humble opinion, not quite as elegantly as it was before. Honestly, I really missed the To-Do bar when I first started using Outlook 2013. But then I realized something. There is a reason the To-Do bar has changed, and it's called peaks. But if you liked it in the past, you can still use it. And if you didn't use it before, you can use it anyway, now that you know where to find it, which is on the View tab.